I go to a lot of, I'd say, I go to a lot of shows in Wilmington just to scope out bands, see who maybe has like same sound, can maybe even tour with us later on or come to Raleigh and just play with us. Secret Theater, who's played with us, let's say what, 4 times or 3 times or 2 times or a couple hundred times.
Just lying.
No, it's Secret Theater.
We try to make it
Yeah,
as
they got their stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a great local scene, especially in Chapel Hill.
I started going to shows I think when I was 7th grade. Like I went with my parents. That was a while back. You know, I'm pretty old. No, but I actually went to the place that we're playing at Brewery with my friend and his parents, and so then like ever since then I've been going, and gradually I've been going more and more, and then that led me into going to other places like Cat's Cradle in Chapel Hill, and there's the Lincoln Theater. There's a lot of places around here that does good music.
I think Raleigh and Chapel Hill has a great local scene for music, which is what? Which I'm sorry, excuse him. Which has really helped us out that it's so good and everybody's so friendly. So I was going to shows a while back like Nathan Asher and the Infantry or Peek Over Silent Trees, and so by the time we started making music, you know, we'd already met these people and they could give us advice, and it's like a community here of music. And even if you don't know someone that well, everyone's willing to help out the next guy, which is awesome. Which is why I love North Carolina.
Also, I think the venues have become aware of the local music scene lately, and they're trying to get the bands that might be unknown but on the rise, getting them shows, giving them chances. And I think the brewery has helped out, Lincoln Theater, and places like that. I mean, where we've played around here and in Chapel Hill, just to give bands a shot.
Waffle House.
After every show, I wear my wristband from the previous show until the next show. Every time.
We have themes.
So, yeah. Sometimes we'll dress up for a show. So
We're not that dirty. It's only from last week.
yeah. Right now it's the crazy hoodie theme, I guess, going on. So.
I like to drink a couple Red Bulls, like the massive ones that are like the size of a baby. They're new. They're just amazing.
Dude, baby's not a unit of measurement.
Baby is a correct.
My parents actually didn't know about me starting this whole music thing with Joe until about a year after, and they thought I was just, you know, like going over to some kid's house to do drugs, and then and my dad found out that I was my dad found out that I was there to do music, and he was surprised. He was extremely happy for me that, you know, I was doing something that I liked. So yeah, and not drugs. It wasn't for me, no.
It was kind of hard for me because my dad really wants me to focus on schoolwork because apparently like an education is important or something. But totally just kidding. I understand it completely, and he's really supportive.
Well, my family was kind of used to having family members in bands and stuff because my uncle was in a pretty popular band back in the 80s, and my cousins are in bands, and it was actually Duran Duran. No. So yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. Also, I've been in bands in the past, so I pretty much grew up playing music. Well, the past like 5 or 6 years. So.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. My parents are, they're a little bit strict. They're both military, and I don't know. So trying to make music as a living is a little bit disappointing, I guess. I don't know, but they're real supportive and they're awesome.
For my parents, it's kind of like a split down the middle because my mom is very supportive of what I do, and she, you know, she's with me 100% and makes me happy. But my dad, he wants, like Megan said, my dad kind of wants me to focus on school, and especially like this year, it's a pretty important year for me in school, and my dad wants me to have the right priorities. But sometimes, I mean, your priorities are different than what other people want them to be, and you have to do what makes you happy. And I can say right now, being with these guys is what makes me happy.